Hello everyone, I'm Anakin Blitz, and welcome back to another World of Tanks Blitz video. Today, I'll be doing a versus video between the T-62A and the Object 140. So, both of these are Russian Tier 10 medium tanks, and they may seem very similar, but in fact they are very different. This is an argument that a lot of people talk about, which tank is better, 62A or 140. A lot of people say it's the 62A, because the 62A has better turret armor, it has a very accurate gun. It seems to, notice I say seems, to have more penetration. And it's got like overall supposedly like kind of, it has more gun depression, it can hold a line better. But the 140 is still a very solid tank, and in fact it's better than the 62A in a lot of ways. First of all, although it has less gun depression and it has less turret armor, it has a much stronger hull with a very strong upper plate actually, and also extremely strong and troll side armor. It has better mobility, a better top speed, I think, and even though it's not as accurate as the 62A, it's still an extremely accurate gun. Now, back to the penetration. I said the 62A seems to have better penetration, because the standard penetration on the 62A is 245 millimeters, and the standard penetration on the Object 140 is 240 millimeters. So, it seems to have better penetration, but actually doesn't, because the T-62A standard ammo fires APCR, and as you can see here, the 140 fires AP. So AP and APCR are different shell types. APCR ricochets a lot more. It has worse shell norms. It like ricochets at basically ricochets at like less angles. So you ricochet more. In other words, you'll ricochet off a lot of those troll angles and stuff. Meanwhile, the AP doesn't as much. The AP is a much better ammo type. APCR is kind of dumb. I don't like APCR. So you can see that that makes it basically the ammo types are much more favorable on the 140. Now you can see that the turret armor is obviously weak on the 140. You can easily get buttered by TDs, obviously, but even heavy tanks will butter through you. Now he did get nuked there. You can see that the gun depression was a little issue there because he had to overextend just to get a shot into the Foch there. That's one thing that the 62A could have done better at. But you'll see later in this game that some things that the 62A just could not have done. So you can see that he's trying to back out over here a little more and play passive because obviously he did bleed a lot in from those two TDs. Now we see the Foch rushing over here, which is definitely not good for ItzzMobody here in the... I forgot to mention that there's replays by ItzzMobody. Sorry for not saying that. But yeah, this is from ItzzMobody in the Empire clan. So thank you for this replay. Okay, here we go. We see a troll bounced right off of the side of the very troll side armor the 140 does have from that Foch. So you can see that that's just some, that's the armor for you, the very troll side armor. Upper plate armor is also really nice on this tank, so the whole armor is a lot better on this tank. This tank can brawl really, really well because of the troll hull armor that it has, along with the better mobility than the 62A. So you can brawl really nice in this tank, but the 62A can hold the line better, like a ridge line with its gun depression and turret armor. The 62A can has a lot more accurate gun. It can get a lot more snapshots than the 140 can. But here we go. You got a nice heat shell into the I-7, and he's racking up the damage a crazy amount at 2.6k damage already. He's racking up the damage a lot. Now you see that he's at a very low HP amount, so I don't think he should be going out too aggressive. He gets a nice shot into the lower plate of the I-7, now at 2.9k damage. Now he's going to try to get another shot into the I-7, which he does not get out. Now, this is kind of a mistake here where he pulled out here because he let that Object 704 in that grill get shots on him. Now, he managed to be safe from that grill, but that Object 704 is going to pull out and basically nuke him. Now, he does get a shot into that 704, but it's too late to back out. It's too late, and he gets wrecked. But still, that was a really nice game. Not sure why it says 2.9k damage because it's 3.1k. That's some bug. But you can see our Vickers light over here, and the rest of the team is going to just finish off this Object 704. So that is the Object 140 there. You can see that this tank can be a lot more aggressive. Now, it does still bleed. The armor is not like super good like a T-62 medium, but it has really nice hull armor, which is nice. So now let's get into a live game in the T-62A, which is the tank that I have. I don't have the 140, that's why I showed the replay. So the 62A... this is a tank that can hold like a ridge line better because of the gun depression. but there are some issues with this tank because the hull armor is very weak. The hull is also kind of higher up, like it's bigger, I guess. You can say, you saw like the 140 is kind of more lower down. The 62 is kind of higher, so you could, even if it's in a hold down position, you could get shots onto the hull armor sometimes. But let's just take our tank over towards the medium side of Falls Creek here. We have an E50M T-92A with us, with a Sheridan, a 62A, a Vickers Light that we're up against on the enemy team. So, let's push our tank over towards this, oh, come on, yeah, so let's push our tank over towards this, bush area here. And let's see what we have. So there's the 62 over there on the enemy team, kind of going to a similar place, except he's going extremely aggressive, which may not be the smartest idea. Okay, here's the Vickers Light. Everyone is going extremely aggressive. I'm not sure why they would be doing that, but that's fine for me because we're able to take out that Vickers. So let's get a shot into that 62A right there. We got hit by him, but we have our E50M with us. Or, I mean, yeah, it's an E50M. Okay, now we got hit by the Vickers there, but let's just try to take out the 62A. Yeah, the 62A, okay, there we go. Another shot. You just saw right there. I was able to get a shot into the hull armor. You can see the hull armor kind of sticks up. So that's basically what I was talking about earlier. Okay, be careful of the waffle over there. Let's be careful of the waffle, but let's try to get an HE. Oops. Let's try to get an HE. Okay, you can see that the gun is extremely accurate. Oh, it hit the gun. It hit the gun. Of course it had to hit the gun. So let's just rush this 62A and try to take them out. Okay, Waffle's taken out. Except, oh, we have a Sheridan. We have a Sheridan. We have a Sheridan. So, yeah. Okay, Vickers over there. Let's try to get a shot. Maybe. Nope. So we need to be careful of that Sheridan that's over there. Somewhere in the spawn area. Okay, we have this 62A here, but I'm not going to take the bait. Because, okay, I don't have enough gun impression for that, Vickers. Unless if he pulls out again, I might be able to get a shot. Yeah, let's finish him off. There we go. So now we have Yagaru, which is not looking at us, which means we can get a shot. Let's load some heat and go right through the side of that Yagaru. Now let's pull back. You can see that the gun is a lot more accurate on this tank, and let's get a shot right into the side of the Yagaru. Now we did get hit by that Sheridan, so let's move down here so that we don't get shot again. So the turret armor is much stronger than the 62A, but you can still get buttered by TDs and stuff. It's definitely not impenetrable. Plus, the 7 degrees of gun impression does not work all the time. If you want a good hold down god, go for the STB1. So let's see what we have. Okay, that Sheridan is not looking at us, so let's actually get a shot into him. Crap. No, he looked over to us at the last minute. But we're gonna win this game either way, so GG. You saw that definitely the hull armor is bad. Like, I could have gotten some troll bounces possibly if I were in the 140. But also the 140 could have missed some shots because it had less accuracy. 140 was a little more mobile, but it also might have been penetrated in the turret. It could have been buttered easily in the turret. So overall, both of them are really solid tier 10 mediums, though. And you should not just say, okay, the 140 is bad, I should go for the 62A, or okay, there's no point in going for the 62A, because they're both really good tanks. Now, getting both of them, I know a lot of people say that they're, like, the same tank, and they are very similar. Okay, ignore my dog, sorry. My dog is being really weird today, the entire day. But basically, they're actually very different tanks. They're actually different. They're not the same tanks, obviously, and okay, you can see I was talking about the penetration between these tanks. You can see that the 62A has 245 standard, 140 has 240, but actually the 140 fires AP, so it has more penetration than the 62A does. But that will basically be it for today's video. So hopefully you kind of learned that the 62 and the 140, this might, I know a lot of people like just argue about the 62 and the 140 a lot. I just got it. Okay. So, the 62 and the 140, those are both of the tier 10 mediums. If you want, the 140 is more of an aggressive tank, I'd say, because you have the hull armor, a little more forgiving on the hull armor, as well as some, not as good at accuracy as the 62A, but still good accuracy, and good mobility, so it's a nice brawler. The 62A, although it can brawl, like side hug and stuff, it's not as good as the 140 is. The 62A can be a little more passive. You can hold a ridgeline, you can use some more gun depression positions, and get some shots out with your extremely accurate gun on this tank. So both of these are really good tanks though, and I hope you all enjoyed this video though. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to help support my channel, because we've been growing really fast recently. Every single subscriber helps. it's just pretty crazy how fast my channel is growing. And that's it for this video though. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later, and I will see you all in the next one.